Welcome to part 2 of complete steel warehouse modeling and design in Staadpro Advanced Connect. In the first part, we did this model, we modeled this structure, but the problem comes when we were designing, we realized that most members are failing. So if I go to select by property, failings, most beams are failing. Sorry, it is that there's something running in the background. That's why we can see that most members are failing, while the section size we have used are massive. They are very big section sizes. So you can also notice that our bases are failing. Now, what is the problem? The problem is in the model, because you can see this rafter here is not connected to any support here, because as you can see, this beam is too long. It is being supported by rafters. This hip. So there's no support. It means that this should go all the way, and this one here should go all the way, so that you will have a apex haunch connection. So if I go to this view and select all this, holding control, remember to hold control. Let me select all that. And then selected view, and then if you go to 3D, what I'm trying to say is that the only support we have is these two rafters here. They are the ones which are supporting the rest. These rafters are not being supported by themselves. So these rafters should support themselves. It means that this should extend to that point, and it should connect at some point there, so that we will have that frame there. So what I will do is I'll go back to that view, select that, and then I'll go to selected, and I'll go to that view. Now what I will do is to select this one, and I'll go to geometry, and I will stretch beam by node, end node, and then a distance of about, let's say, 12 feet, and then let me just apply. Yes. And then I will stretch through node, end node, a distance 12 feet is very small, let's say 24. Then apply, then close. This one I will stretch it further, stretch it by through a distance, end node, let's say 24. Let's go for start node. Yes. Now these two nodes are connecting there, so we can just select and intersect them. So I'll go to here and intersect beams, intersect selected. Okay. Again, I will just pick these ones and remove. We can just delete. Yes. So we can go to whole structure. I want to select by missing properties. So no entity is missing. If I check this one, it comes with their property. So I will do the same thing to the other uh, four remaining. So I'll go to this view, select, just select that, and then selected objects. I'll go to that view. I want to stretch this one, stretch beam through node start 12, apply. This one and 12, apply. I'll select the both of them and then intersect. Okay, just delete and then delete the orphan node. Delete, then delete the orphan node. So go to whole structure again. Now this time I'll select this one and then selected objects. I'll go to that view, stretch this one at start, apply, stretch this one at end, apply, intersect. I want to intersect. And then I want to remove this and the node. Again, delete that one and the node. I'll go back to view, whole structure, that view. Now we're remaining with these two. Selected. I'll go to that view. Select this one, start 12, apply. Or let's go for the end. 12 it, apply. This one, we go, let's try the end, apply. So it worked out. Then select the both of them, go to geometry. We want to intersect, selected beam, okay. Then I can just delete these two, holding control, delete, and then delete the orphan nodes. Again, I'll go to whole structure. I'll go to that view. This time I'll pick that one. Selected, I'll go to that view. I will stretch, apply. So this one I need to select start, select it again, and then apply. This one I'll select end, apply. Then I select the ball. I will intersect them. Intersect. Okay. I'll pick these two beams and then delete. Yes. So if I go now to view, whole structure. So if I go to rendered view, you can see what I was trying to do. We have now these beams, these ones connecting at this. So we have an apex hound connection there. So without that apex hound connection between these two rafters, this one will obviously or automatically fail. Some members are also vice versa, but we don't need to bind that. We can just try again to analyze and check our design. Okay, we have some 3 warnings. So if I go now to select properties, failed beams, now you can see That one has corrected the error. The other thing you can notice that none of our these are we call trusses, not trusses. None of these are failing. These members here are bracing. Okay, none of our bracing members are failing. So for our columns and some of the section, the solution is just to increase the size. That will solve the problem. But the previous problem where you can see we have already assigned what we call releases. We have released 90% of our bracing members in both start and end, and they're still failing. It was an issue of the model, not an issue of Staadpro software by itself. So Staadpro is the best when it comes to steel design. It's the best, or I can say one of the best. It depends, but I've not seen a software where you can model that quickly and analyze still projects. So I can just show you again these members, these columns which are failing. Just this column and this one. The problem is bracing because this is too long. Okay, if you can notice this one has not failed here. There's no failure here. And if I check for this, if I go to steel design, it is failing in ratio. If you increase the size a bit, this ratio of 1.0019, that is 1.002, will go below 1 and a member will pass. Same to our columns. Failing because we need to increase the thickness of the web flange and also the size of our taper member. But for this one here, the issue should be the bracing. You can see this ratio is too big, 1.4. The issue here is bracing. We need more bracing between these two members, or this one and this one. We need a bracing here. So this one is failing in earthquake because of that bracing issue. So I think that marks the end of part 2 of complete steel warehouse analysis and design in Staadpro Advanced Connect. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.